Okay, here it is in the dead of winter, and we're going to be starting a great design, build, and remodeling project here at Steve and Rachel's house. They live in this nice cape. We painted the outside of this last summer, and this winter we're going to be doing some remodeling, including a brand new kitchen den, and remodeling the dining room area and the front entry foyer, which is right over by the front door there. And then we're going to walk around back and show you they have a 3-season room, which we're going to convert into new living space and a 4-season room. So this is going to be a really fun project. We're going to visit this about once a week and show you what's going on here and have some fun. So Matt, come on around back. Let's take a look at that room and then we'll go from there. Stay warm. Alright, so here we are around back, and this is the 3-season room at Steve and Rachel's house. This is a room right now that has just electric heat, and it's not heated all the time. It's cold in there now. We're in the middle of winter, January, snow everywhere. We're going to make this into a 4-season room, something that the family can really enjoy. There's a lot of rooms like this around that have a nice footprint, but they just need to be more usable. So we're going to strip this down entirely, add skylights, we're going to add more windows, we're going to insulate it, we're going to rebuild it, and put in a beautiful tile floor and heat. It's going to be a terrific room. So here we are coming through the front door, and we have a very typical problem in a home like this. The foyer is really small and dark, there's walls everywhere, and everything feels very constrained. So the design element in this part of the project is to take this wall down, and then we're also going to take the wall down on the other side of the foyer, which we'll show you in just a moment, rebuild the stairs with a nice open feel all the way through. And it's going to create a lot of harmony in this room, and it will really open up and brighten up the front of the house. So here we are in the foyer, and you can see this wall here leads right up the stairs. The other wall's about 3 feet that way. So it's rather constraining. The front door opens up just like this, right in. Not a lot of room, not a good, comfortable place to come into. So we're going to take this wall down, we're going to remove all of these railings and put a beautiful new set of stairs in here. That wall will come down, which is the dining room. This is all going to come together and be a beautiful space. Okay, so over here in the den we have a cute little room that's about 12 by 12 with a nice fireplace. The plan is, as we said, we're going to take the wall down between the den and the kitchen, and we're going to take this window, move it over just a little bit to create some more space, and that's going to let the kitchen migrate this way just a little bit. Over in this corner we're going to add a pantry unit so that they have plenty of storage, because we are taking walls out and losing some existing cabinetry, and it's always important to make sure when you're designing and building a new kitchen that you have plenty of storage space. Find out what the family's lifestyle is and make sure that it's going to suit their needs. So eventually this den is going to open up into the kitchen, but even more fun if we can spin around slowly here. Beyond the family room, we have a typical 3-season room that you would find on a house like this. This room here, I'm going to sneak out there, see if you can follow me there, Matt. This is a 3-season room right now. It's not part of the house, it's not heated, it's very cold out here right now. This room is approximately 15 by 16. We're going to completely demolish this room and build a new room. And this wall right here that is between the den and the family room, which is actually the main carrying wall on the back of the house, is going to be completely removed. And just like we did down in the basement, we're going to put a beam in above so we can open these rooms together. This room will become a 4-season room, heated during the winter, and we're really going to add as much glass out here as we can so we can bring in the beautiful backyard. And in this case, we're increasing the usable living space for the family, which is going to be a great return on the investment. So here we are in the kitchen, which is a very typical kitchen in an old colonial, and we have beautiful old handmade cabinets and a nice little layout, but we think we can do a lot more with this. So a couple of basics here. What we're going to do is take this window here out, put in a bigger window, resize it, completely rebuild this kitchen, and more importantly, just like we were doing in the dining room and the front foyer, we're going to take some walls out, try to open up the house and create some harmony. Okay, we are at the family room den that is going to lead out to the new room, and we're going to be removing this wall as we talked about last week. So for now, we've set up some temporary supports that are going to enable us to take that wall out. Then we're going to put in an engineered beam, and at the same time we are outside working on demolition and framing right now. So let's go out there and have a look at what's going on. Okay, we're here outside, and this is our foreman Jake here at this job, and we're going to talk a little bit about installing the engineered beam and its support. So Jake, why don't you explain what you did today?
Well, first we put in the temporary wall underneath each rafter and ceiling joist, and then we cut them back so that they were just sitting on that temporary wall. We then put in these engineered posts and put in a 3-layered PSL.
And what does PSL mean?
LVL.
Right, LVL. Okay.
The first layer, we put it in 3 layers, mainly so that we could tie the first layer into the rafters and the ceiling joist easily. We put the other 2 layers on, and then it's fully supported. We can kick out the temporary wall, and the ceiling will hold.
Right. So for our folks at home, in layman's terms, Jake installed this engineered beam here. There's another one on the other side of the sliding door, and then there's this big engineered beam above, and that's going to carry all the weight so we can take this wall out. Another issue in the remodel of this room is reconfiguring the ceiling to create a cathedral space and really open it up. We're going to add a couple of skylights up here. It's going to be a beautiful room. What we have right now is ceiling joists, collar ties, and a ridge beam. And the way this room is currently constructed, these are all required to hold it all together and for proper support. Jake is going to replace the ridge beam, which is all the way up at the top. Can you get a shot of that, Matt? All the way up there. That's going to get replaced with an engineered beam that will support the whole room. Once he's done with that, he can take all these collar ties and ceiling joists out, and we'll have a nice cathedral ceiling in here and a big, beautiful open room. So we'll show you some after shots of that in a couple of weeks. Okay, it's another week into this project. It's a 4-season room construction, and we last looked at this room and we had rafters in the way that were going to prevent us from having a nice open cathedral ceiling. So what you're looking at now is we've put in an engineered 4x4 post here, and if you look all the way up here, there's a striped beam up here. I don't know if you can get a close-up on that, Matt. That is an engineered ridge beam that runs the length of the room, and that carries a lot of the weight, which is then distributed down. In addition to that, if you look, there's new framing in here, and this framing is sistered on to the old framing, and that is so that dimensionally it will support the weight we're trying to carry up here without the old collar ties that we looked at a few minutes ago. So this room is opening up nicely. You can also see that there's a couple of spots where we're going to add some skylights to bring in some natural light, and when we bring this room to the next level, you'll see that it's really going to be an open, spacious place, fun place to be. Right now we're going to tighten this room up, get ready for rough electric, and then we'll move on to plastering, and this will be done in a matter of a few weeks. So we'll come back in another week and check progress. That's it for today. Okay, here we are again over at the Browns. A little dark in here, all the lights are out, but you'll remember this hallway when we had walls in the way. Well, we're halfway through, demolition's done, we've started framing, and everything's open. So here we are, we're at the entry of a typical New England cape with stairs up the center of the house. Come on over here, Matt. We used to have a wall right here. Now we're going to have a nice open look on both sides of the railing, so when you come in you have a beautiful open floor plan. And I'm going to take you through and show you some of the other walls we took down. Matt, film down here on the floor. I'm standing in what used to be the front closet and the pantry back to back. We've taken out this entire wall, expanded the size of the dining room, and again, with today's modern lifestyle, we're opening up the floor plan on the house. It feels huge in here. It was very compartmentalized before. If you scoot down a little bit more, we used to walk right through this doorway into the kitchen, and over here was the former pantry in the kitchen. Now, again, we have approximately a 5-foot wide opening It's going to receive some beautiful French doors. It'll still have a nice open feel. It'll let the light through, but it will be able to close off the dining room from the kitchen when needed. Now if you come into the kitchen, we'll take a look at what's going on. Again, we're in the middle of demolition and framing, so this is an ongoing project, but you can see a lot of good stuff happening. Kitchen's gone. Right over here, our design calls for a corner cooktop, so we frame that off. This is the former vent out. I don't know if you can get a zoom up on that, Matthew. But this is our vent out. We're going to connect the cooktop in over here, and we're going to have a nice big kitchen. So follow me this way. We have a beautiful new window. This is a Harvey Classic window. It's one of our favorite. Energy efficient. It qualifies for the 2009-2010 federal tax rebate. So beautiful window, a little bit wider. It's going to bring more light into the kitchen. And you'll also recall that there was a wall over here. This wall has been completely removed. So now the kitchen comes right on in here to the family room, or den as this family calls it. And then, if you keep following me, this will take you out. There was a wall here with a 6-foot sliding patio door. That door is gone. Now, here's the best part, my favorite. We have taken the old porch, which we've showed you at several steps of the process. We've taken out the wall that sections it off. We have added in, right over here, if you get that, we've added in baseboard heat that's going to tie it into the zone on the first floor in this home and keep it up to temperature. Some other great features in here. You'll recall we were looking at the framing before. Well now, to show you, I can go all the way up in here and show you there's no beams. We've got beautiful skylights to add to the light on both sides. A cathedral look. This room feels huge. It feels bigger than its actual footprint is, which is about 12 by 16. And it's just going to be a fantastic job when it's done. Also in here, we've incorporated a design with a Harvey 6-foot sliding patio door. And on this job, we've also incorporated one of my favorite Harvey products, their rolling windows. Let's get a close-up of one of the rolling windows. They come in all sizes. Master's Touch builds an awful lot of 3- and 4-season rooms, and we use these windows all the time. This is an energy-efficient window. In this case, it's clad inside and outside in a white color. Very affordable, but also a beautiful look. So when this room is done, it's going to have glass on all the walls, virtually all the way around. The glass here starts about 18 inches off the floor, which is code unless you switch to tempered glass. So these windows, again, function really well. I'm going to unlock this so you can see how it works. Full functionality, if we can get that working. You'll see that you can open it all the way up. If you do that with all the windows in the summertime, you'll end up with a real nice open feel. And what I like about these windows is that both sides function. You can open both of them a few inches, or you can push everything to one side. So there's been a lot going on over here at the Brown residence. We're again in the rough framing, putting down subfloors, rough electric. Sorry if this was a dark take, but all the lights in the house are off right now. That's what's going on this week. Talk to you soon.